Welcome to your Saga Oasis. Have you ever seen someone being labeled as useless? Or witnessed people carelessly throwing away things they consider no longer useful? Do you believe that being useless is inherently bad and being useful is good? If so, this video is especially for you. We don't aim to change any of your viewpoints, but we are certain that the ideas we are about to share will make you reconsider many things. The concept of usefulness and uselessness through the lens of benefits. What does it mean to be useful? Modern dictionaries define usefulness as having practical value and high applicability. For example, a tree's usefulness lies in providing good wood to be turned into objects for human use. The usefulness of a cabinet is to store your belongings. A stove is to cook food. A phone is to make calls and send messages. And a car is to transport you from one place to another. But how do we measure a person's usefulness? In the social sphere, usefulness is evaluated through an individual's or organization's ability to provide and create conveniences. It measures the value of assets and the economic benefits those assets can bring. Gradually, usefulness, or the theory of utility, has become the lens through which most of us approach life. Everything becomes a means to achieve a specific end. Through the lens of benefits, uselessness is the state of an object or a person that does not bring practical value or benefits in a specific context. For example, a pen that has run out of ink, a torn book, a broken umbrella, or a piece of land that cannot be cultivated due to prolonged infertility. The uselessness of a person is often relative and depends on personal and societal viewpoints. Here are some examples of situations where people might be considered useless in a specific context. An unemployed person, the elderly, the disabled, or someone without notable skills. Society always values what is useful. Through the lens of benefits, we are considered a type of asset, and our worth is measured by the practical and beneficial contributions we make to society. Today, phrases like personal branding, sell yourself, and market yourself are becoming increasingly common. Each of us becomes a brand, and the skills we can contribute to society become a product. This perspective suggests that things providing clear benefits are inherently good, and it has led people to believe that we should focus only on things that bring benefits, especially those that benefit the majority, such as employment and economic development. Consider the field of education, where priority is given to developing highly applicable professions to create a valuable workforce for the economy. Teachers of subjects with high practical applications, such as mathematics, sciences, and information technology, are often more valued than teachers of subjects like arts, music, or physical education. This is because society believes that these subjects help students secure better jobs in the future. Parents also tend to expect their children to strive for perfection, believing that only achieving an A grade is acceptable, while a B or C is considered useless. In companies, people prefer employees who are attractive, have good social skills, and possess high expertise. In the healthcare field, doctors and nurses are often more valued than administrative staff or janitors because they are directly involved in treating and caring for patients, which is considered more valuable and useful. In the entertainment industry, famous actors and singers are generally more esteemed by society than street performers or lesser-known artists. This is because they have a significant influence and generate high revenue from performances, movies, and advertisements. There are countless other examples that you can probably think of because they are so evident in everyday life. The downsides and paradoxes of perfect usefulness. At first glance, this benefit-oriented way of thinking might not seem unreasonable and is relatively logical. However, when it permeates our approach to life, it can significantly impact human psychology and behavior. First, it affects the reasons behind our actions and decisions. A child might help their mother with housework because they want pocket money, permission to go out, or simply because they want to help their mother. Similarly, when you give someone a gift, is it because you truly care about them or because you want something in return? The same action can have different motivations. But when we view everything in life, including social relationships, as a means to an end, it becomes difficult to live sincerely. Second, this benefit-oriented way of thinking denies intangible values, including the intrinsic value of each individual. It limits creativity and personal freedom. Creativity here is not just confined to professions, but also encompasses ways of thinking and living. This mindset also leads many people to evaluate themselves and others based on societal standards and expectations. If you don't live according to the patterns that society deems useful, you are considered useless. Now, let's reconsider some of the examples mentioned earlier. An unemployed person may be seen as useless by society because they do not contribute to the economy. However, they might be contributing to their family, engaging in personal development, or participating in valuable volunteer activities. The elderly, who may no longer be able to work, could be considered useless from an economic standpoint. Yet, they can serve as advisors, passing on valuable experiences, knowledge, and cultural values they have accumulated over their lifetime to younger generations. People with disabilities might be deemed useless because they cannot perform certain tasks. However, they may possess special skills and talents in various fields and make significant contributions to society when provided with a suitable environment. Third, reality shows that excessive intervention can be counterproductive and hinder the natural flow of things. Taoism values living in harmony with nature rather than imposing human thoughts and definitions on everything around us, including what is deemed useful or useless. When an individual is overly useful from a benefit-oriented perspective, perhaps possessing special abilities, being a genius, or achieving early success, are they truly happier than others? Arthur Brooks, an author and social scientist, shares that according to his research, most people who achieve early and easy success in life tend to be more dissatisfied and unhappy later on. This may be because achieving success too early without sufficient mental and emotional development leads them to tightly associate those achievements with their identity and self-worth, becoming stuck in their mindset. They will seek to accomplish even greater things than their previous successes. This is quite unfortunate and explains why those early stars often do not continue to excel in their fields later in life. Labeling children as geniuses also creates unhealthy pressure and expectations on their development. Moreover, talent without humbleness can result in arrogance, self-importance, or oddness. Another example can be seen with K-pop idols and idol groups. This is an incredibly harsh industry. Their appearances must always be meticulously maintained. Slightly larger arms or waistlines are criticized, and any fashion missteps are ridiculed by tabloids. Whom they date, where they go, what they do, and every action, gesture, and word they utter become subjects of gossip. Many stories about them are speculated, distorted, and if their mental strength is not robust, this can lead to serious psychological issues. In extreme cases, it can lead to end their own lives. Another typical paradox we often see is the paradox of beauty. Although beauty does not directly create practical utility as traditionally defined, we frequently hear the term pretty privilege. Society believes that attractive individuals have advantages in personal relationships, dating, social interactions, and even careers. While we cannot deny that good looks can create certain advantages, they also come with significant downsides. When someone is attractive, regardless of gender, they receive a lot of attention and may struggle to distinguish genuine intentions. It becomes challenging to know if people like them for who they truly are or merely for their appearance. When we become overly obsessed with others' opinions about our appearance, it leads to extreme decisions. Many people resort to harmful weight loss pills and starvation diet instead of adopting a healthy lifestyle. We spend excessively on beauty products and services. We also tend to judge people based on their looks, discriminating against those we deem unattractive or attractive. However, beauty standards are ever-changing, and an individual's appearance is not fixed. It can change during puberty, based on health conditions over time, lifestyle, diet, habits, and mindset. People with good looks but narrow-minded and unkind hearts will not remain beautiful over time. True beauty is about vitality and energy. It can come from someone with a warm and compassionate heart, or from someone who lives with passion and a thirst for learning. The unnoticed journey of seemingly useless things. While people often recognize the utility of what is useful, not everyone knows the purpose of what appears useless. In a cave, there was a precious gem discovered by jewelers. However, because this gem was not as radiant, smooth, and shiny as other gems, and had many cracks, the jewelers deemed it useless and unworthy of being made into jewelry, so they discarded it. Over time, the radiant gems were crafted into beautiful jewelry and sold, but they quickly became worn and damaged over the years. Meanwhile, the discarded gem gradually absorbed energy from the earth, and over time became a precious treasure round, smooth and radiant. It contained the power and essence of nature, bringing health and peace to anyone fortunate enough to find and possess it. Because it was considered unattractive, it was left undisturbed deep within Mother Earth, absorbing all the essence of time and the mysteries of the universe, transforming into an extraordinary treasure. Speaking of this, we need to emphasize the role of education, starting with family education. Currently, the education system largely focuses on things that bring economic benefits. While utility cannot be entirely denied, it should not be the core of human life. Why do we label children? Why do we only give attention and love when we see that a child has the potential to become useful in the future? For example, many parents only praise and encourage their children when they achieve high academic results or show special talents. This creates unhealthy pressure and expectations, making children feel that they are only valuable when they meet these standards. Instead, we should focus on nurturing love and personal growth freedom in children. By doing so, they can develop holistically, explore, and cultivate their intrinsic values and grow up with a strong, confident, and happy mindset. The value of a person should not be reduced to and evaluated solely based on their usefulness to others or to the socio-economic system. The paradox of usefulness lies in the beauty of being useless. Uselessness provides us the freedom to live and develop naturally, rather than being constrained by expectations and pressures. Uselessness does not mean giving up. It means putting down the lens of utility and letting go of the anxiety of always needing to be useful in others' eyes. When others pay less attention to us and think we are useless, that is when they are least guarded against us. This is an opportunity for us to freely develop our core abilities in silence, a chance to grow and break free from the constraints of public praise and criticism. Let us live fully and work wholeheartedly without expecting too much from the outcome, because life always holds random events beyond our control. Societal standards that define a person's usefulness or uselessness are merely one perspective. While widely accepted, nothing can be universally applicable and reasonable in every context. We understand that each person has their own unique path, and we hope that everyone can live true to their intrinsic values with more love and kindness. In doing so, each individual can contribute their true worth to society. It's the end of the video. Thank you for joining us today. And don't miss out on more videos from us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell icon.